Coming up on today's show, we continue our deep dive into the Strangers franchise as we cover the 2018 sequel, Strangers, Prey at Night.
Leave us alone! But we've just started.
Stay tuned. Welcome to Scary World, where we walk you through the latest and greatest in the world of horror. I am your host, Arturo Padilla.
Hi.
For those of you just joining us, don't forget to subscribe up above and say what's up down below. Remember, folks, we have one major rule around here: no spoilers. Now that we got that out of the way, there are 5 categories: production, story, ensemble, horror, and legacy. Each category can score up to 2 points.
Showtime.
Per IMDb, the synopsis goes, a family of 4 staying at a secluded mobile home park for the night are stalked and then hunted by 3 masked psychopaths. Director Johannes Roberts does a great job with this movie. Everything looks and sounds good on the screen.
This place seems empty.
I think everybody leaves after Labor Day.
This is nice, right?
There's someone else staying here?
All of the action sequences are shot well and really pop. Like Brian Bertino before him, Roberts makes great use of the location and the nighttime sequences. Both of these directors knew how to shoot at night and how to make the most out of that nighttime scenery. This time around, there's a bigger map for our strangers to play in, and the production takes full advantage of all the different sets to liven up the film. I love the fact that they increased the footprint that the strangers were able to actually work in. This made for a heck of a better movie and a lot more set pieces that were actually really good. This entire production was a complete success. Every technical level of the filmmaking process was done very well in this movie and executed to the highest level of filmmaking production. And for all the hard work accomplished on this sequel and the look of the shots, the look of the movie, the sound of the movie, everything was done very well. Everything was executed at its peak. This movie gets the full mark of 2 for production. Writer-director Brian Bertino is back to write the follow-up to his 2008 hit with the help from Ben Katai. In this iteration, they increased the body count and the action. This movie is not as dependent in silence and subtlety as the previous installment, opting instead to showcase the action and the horror violence of this trio. This is what I wanted to see in the previous movie. We had a lot of time spent not doing much with these characters and with the antagonist and with the protagonist. In this one, they fixed that problem and they are doing stuff at all times. Everyone is busy, busy, busy. The strangers are killing, 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 while our protagonists are trying to run, run, run. Aside from that, this movie is paced well and all of the acts deliver quality beats. The only hiccup, in my opinion, is the very end of the movie. They made some decisions that the story could have done without, but I do understand they wanted to tag something in the back there in case this thing had more traction. And for the very awesome story that we get, and the ramped up horror action, violence, and brutality that's delivered in this sequel, this movie gets a solid full score of a 2 for story. I love the fact that they turned this into a horror action flick instead of a slow burn like we got in the first one. This one definitely ramps up every single thing from the first movie. A good comparison would be Alien to Aliens, how we got a slow burn in the first one and then the second was just all out action. That's the best comp I can think about here, and it is super successful in this story. The cast does a great job with their roles. These characters are more developed and more relatable than the characters of the previous installment.
What the hell is going on?
Uncle Marvin, Aunt Cheryl are all cut up and there's blood everywhere.
Okay, this is some kind of a joke.
It's not some kind of a joke. I swear I would not joke about this.
Okay, where was this? Where did you see this?
In one of the trailers. One of the trailers was open and we went inside.
And it heavily aids in elevating this movie substantially. The entire ensemble displays great dynamics and chemistry throughout and helps really anchor this movie. I really enjoyed spending time with this family. I got to know them. They were charming, they were endearing. I was captivated by these characters. I loved their family dynamics. I loved their drama that was going on. You could easily follow it. You can easily relate to it, unlike in the first movie where it was a failed engagement and just nothing went right in that story, in my opinion. In this sequel, though, the characters are definitely elevated to the point where they help elevate the actual product. And that is a major difference in comparison to the first one. And for the great cast of characters that we get, the awesome development, the great story arcs that come to completion in this movie, this category gets the full score of a 2 for ensemble. I really liked what they did with the characters. They made them easier to understand and easier to relate to, which definitely helped us click better with them when they're in trouble and they're being chased by these crazy trio. As I mentioned in the previous segments, everything has been turned up several notches in this sequel. It is no different for this category. The blood and the gore has been amplified along with the body count. The majority of the effects are practical and well executed. All of the kills and the violence looks really good on screen. Aside from the physical horror, this movie successfully builds suspense and tension throughout the course of the movie, something that the first one lacked, in my opinion. It knows when to slow down to deliver those spooks and when to pick up the pace and give us some horror action. This movie got it right. We got some really good kills. We got some really good post-kill looks as well. We got some awesome suspense and tension that we didn't get in the first one, and that really helped elevate this movie to a different level. And for all the awesome horror action and the kills that we get and the awesome practical looks we get on screen, this movie gets the full marks of a 2 for this category. This was awesome. There were some great set pieces here that really delivered. One off the top of my head was this pool sequence that really shined. And I cannot stress enough how different it was in comparison to the first one. This one definitely broke the mold. Wow, what an awesome surprise this movie was. This is the movie I wanted to see in 2008. A violent, bloody, tense horror film. The entire cast delivered and the story captivated. The sequel was awesome and worth all the hard work a decade after the original. I really loved this movie. I can't believe that it happened 10 years after the first one came out, and it's so different. Yes, you have the same kind of creepy Tamra stuff going on here, but it is different in tone. It is more lively. The action is more pumped up and elevated in this one. You will be at the edge of your seat because they did such a good job with the tension and the suspense in this movie. But one thing that completely holds it back from the ultimate score of a 10 is going to be the very ending of the movie. It was a little bit too excessive for my taste, but I can see why they did it. I really love this movie. And for that alone, this movie scores a 1 for this category. It doesn't take the 2 because of the very last couple of minutes of the film, but everything done before that is absolutely perfect and I cannot praise it enough. So to tally it up, Strangers Pray at Night received a 2 for production, a 2 for story, a 2 for ensemble, a 2 for horror, and a 1 for legacy, bringing its total score up to 9. I really enjoyed this movie. Heck, I love this movie. I forgot how good it was. As mentioned, there are some awesome set pieces here that definitely deliver in terms of the horror action and the kills that I wanted to see in 2008. This movie delivers that and then some. We have an awesome cast that delivers, we have an awesome script that delivers, we have horror and blood and gore and practical effects that deliver, folks. I cannot recommend this movie enough. Go watch Strangers Pray at Night, streaming on Max now.
Can you tell me what time it is?
And that's a wrap, folks. Thank you for watching Scary World. Don't forget to drop a comment down below and hit the thumbs up on the video. Most importantly, do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Tell all your friends, your family, and their pets to come on down to CorpseFeed. Hit the subscribe button. We have spoiler-free horror movie reviews for you guys, dropping every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And we have the CorpseFeed official podcast, dropping every Tuesday wherever you get your podcast streams. We are also on all the social platforms. Go check us out there. Go like, subscribe, and share, because we are there. We will see you on Friday for a new episode. And remember, it's a scary world out there, but we are here to walk you through it.